In these roaring waters, first responders train for the worst. Migrants who have been swept away while trying to cross the U.S.-Mexico border.
You get pushed underneath, you get pushed out, and so, it could mean life or death.
Already, authorities say there have been 8 deaths here in the span of a week, signaling a grim outlook for the summer as migrants journey to the border in extreme conditions. The canal here, intended to get water to farmers, poses a unique danger with higher water levels and a fast-moving current.
What we're going to do now is what we call a live bait.
Chris Menendez, captain of the El Paso Fire Department Water Rescue Team, is bracing for more rescues and potential drownings.
We can throw a rope, throw them a ring, and they can rescue themselves off of that device. But a lot of times, that's not the case. We come in when it's too late, they're deceased.
Rescues already outpaced last fiscal year. Since October, there have been more than 14,000 searches and rescues along the southwest border, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. That's compared to over 12,800 in fiscal year 2021. Border officials are on high alert, issuing warnings about the sweltering desert heat and crossing dangerous waters. Migrants will also try to climb over the border wall and fall in the process. In the El Paso sector, there have been over 229 injuries since October from those falls. Agents will try to render aid or take migrants to the hospital if necessary.
A lot of the people who are at the shelter have been to court.
Dylan Corbett, head of the Hope Border Institute in El Paso, says built-up pressure and insecurity has driven migrants to make risky decisions.
It's an index really of desperation, an index of pain, an index of frustration of not being able to access asylum at our border.
A Trump-era pandemic restriction is still in effect on the border, allowing officials to turn away migrants. That hasn't dissuaded people, and thousands continue to wait in Mexico.
Had you come last week, the whole place was full.
Ruben Garcia runs a network of shelters here taking in migrants.
Over the past several months, the numbers have consistently been at 3,000 per week. 3,000 per week. So there were nights where we had close to 400 people sleeping here.
Southern border cities are adjusting to the reality that migration flows won't slow down. El Paso is now considering a processing center to alleviate stress shelters. So what does this say about where we're going?
I really believe that this is the new world that we're going to be experiencing, and it's not going to be a temporary situation.